Hi and welcome back to our channel, where we recap your favorite games for you. Today we will be recapping South Park: The Stick of Truth. So without further ado, let's begin. As it begins, Cartman tells the story of a devastating war. In this war, the kingdom of Kupa Keep is attacked by wicked monsters, and because of this, darkness blowouts everywhere. So the inhabitants of this kingdom decide to ask the Nobel King to save them. Thus the Grand Wizard comes to fight these monsters. It is because of his bravery that these monsters are not able to take over the place. However, these monsters are so wicked that they continue to attack them because they are after the most sacred thing of humans, which is the Stick of Truth. This stick is so powerful that whoever possesses it will have the power to control the whole universe. After this history, the city of South Park appears. In this peaceful city, there is a house for sale. Thus a newly moved family bought it as they want to get settled in this beautiful city. Both husband and wife are happy as this is a whole new beginning of life for them. The husband hopes that things will become better here, but his wife has some doubts about it. They both are worried for their only child. It seems like they are trying to escape from something as the man tells his wife that those people will not look for their son anymore, so they are safe here. But to remain safe, their kid must not attract their attention with his deeds. Then they both go to their son's room. He is a little child who seems to be sacred to new surroundings. Both the parents try to calm him and ask if he remembers why they moved here. However, he seems lost and knows nothing about this change in his life. After all, it's not an easy thing to move to a whole new town where he has no friends. His parents advise him to go out in the street and make some new friends. They also give him some money which they left on the kitchen counter. But they want him to come back home before it gets dark. The boy then leaves the house and goes to the street so that he may have fun by making some friends. On this way, he sees two boys playing and dressed in a costume like an elf. One of them leaves while the other one introduces himself as Butters Stotch. They both become friends as Butters is his next door neighbor. Butter presents himself as a paladin and takes the new kid to the Kupa Keep so that he can meet with the Grand Wizard. As they reach the door of Grand Wizard, he comes out and tells them he is waiting for them because he is foretold about the coming of the new kid in the town. Then the Grand Wizard takes him for a tour of his kingdom. As they enter the house, his mother calls the boy by the name Eric, but he has no interest in introducing his friends to his mom. As they move further, they reach a place that the Grand Wizard calls the Kingdom of Kupa Keep. It's a place that looks like a castle built by kids. Then he introduces the new kid to Ranger Stan Marshwalker, a level 14 warrior. He also introduces him to Ranger Scott, who is responsible for the stables. As they meet with them, the Grand Wizard takes him to meet the Honorable Princess Kenny. She is the most significant person in the whole kingdom. The Grand Wizard tells the new kid that the human race is in great danger, so they have to protect them, and in doing this he needs his help. If he agrees to help them, he will allow the kid to join his kingdom. But first of all, he wants to know the name of the new kid. The Grand Wizard calls him Douchebag. The kid seems not sure about this name, but he keeps it. Then Grand Wizard asks him to choose a class for him. Classes are Fighter, Mage, Thief, and Do. All these classes have their specifications. As he chooses one of the class, Grand Wizard welcomes him into the army. He also wants Douchebag to look after their accounts, but first, he has to visit the weapon shop. Douchebag must choose a weapon for him. As he chooses one for himself, the Grand Wizard orders him to have training in fighting. Ranger Stan Marshwalker becomes his trainer and they both start fighting. During the fight, the Grand Wizard asks them to use their best moves against each other. The new kid, Douchebag, surprisingly wins the fight. The Grand Wizard becomes so happy that he invites him to visit the relic. He shows him the Stick of Truth. According to Grand Wizard, this is the relic due to which humans and elves are in a never-ending war. He tells him that their main aim is to secure this stick once they have lost it, but in just 2 days they get it back. This Stick of Truth is important because whoever has this stick will have the ability to control the universe. As they finish the tour of the castle, Butters the Merciful alerts them that elves are coming. They are going to attack the castle so that they can get the Stick of Truth. The Grand Wizard asks the Douchebag that it's his only chance to prove himself. Thus the fight begins, but due to the bravery of Douchebag, they defeat the elves. This makes the Grand Wizard so happy, but soon they get to know that before leaving elves to get the Stick of Truth, now they have to take it back, but for this, they need an army. So Grand Wizard asks Douchebag to go around the street so that he can gather the warriors for help. As they go out in street, they face difficulty in finding the other warriors, but they manage to reach Tolkien the cleric. He thanks them as he receives the message because he too wants to fight for the Stick of Truth. Then they move forward to call another warrior, but for delivering the message to him they need to fight with the elders. As they win the fight, they reach out to Tweak the Barbarian. After all of this, they gather at the castle to meet the Grand Wizard, who seems to be worried for Feldspar the thief. He is in the detention room in school as a punishment because he never finishes his homework. But other warriors come to rescue him as they need him in getting back the Stick of Truth. Soon the classroom turns into a battlefield, however this makes them succeed in taking their friend out. Now they all gather at the Kupa Keep, where the Grand Wizard honored Douchebag with the name of Sir Douchebag because of his bravery. After this, Grand Wizard tells them that the Stick of Truth is still there because elves do not take it to the urban forest. But there is a problem. It's in the possession of the person who can use magic on others. After doing the necessary preparations, they went into the bar where all of them are detained by the elves. But the warriors face them with courage as they want their Stick of Truth back. However, during this battle, the Grand Wizard gets injured, but his warriors help him to recover and also find Princess Kenny. After the face-to-face encounter with their enemies, they get back the Stick of Truth. This victory makes them so happy, so Grand Wizard makes the Douchebag the permanent member of the Kingdom of Kupa Keep. But in the meantime, the Grand Wizard's mom comes and asks him to get back home as it is enough for today. She also orders the rest of the kids to get back home as their moms must be worried for them. Soon the new kid, Douchebag, reaches back to his home, where his mom is waiting for him. She asks him about his day in the new town, but he does not respond to her any question and goes straight back to his room. As he lays down on his bed, his mother comes to greet him for the night because they are happy that everything is going great. However, as Douchebag is about to sleep, he sees the bright light coming towards him. They are the alien guards who take him with them. He first thought that he is in a dream, but soon he realizes that it is a reality. So he tries to escape from there, but before that, he also helps Mr. Slave, who is facing the brutality of aliens. Douchebag fights with all of them and gets a victory, but due to this fight their ship crashes and its parts fell in different parts of the town. Soon the mayor of the town receives a call about this disaster. He shows his concern and asks about the number of people in the town. The next day when Douchebag wakes up, it seems like everything is okay, but as he gets in the kitchen, his parents tell him that the school is cancelled for a few days due to some reason, and to know that reason he must check the news. However, they are telling him the news that an earthquake strikes the town. After listening to all the news, he meets with the Grand Wizard, who sends him on another quest. He has to deliver a message to the Goth kids. As they receive the message, which is an invitation to join the Kingdom of Kupa Keep, but they reject it at first sight as they have no interest in fighting with elves. But as he is moving further, elves comes there and capture him. They take him to their kingdom where High Jew Elf King Kyle is present. He asks him if he is that new kid everyone is talking about, but Douchebag remains quiet. They invite him to play from their side. However, he leaves there and dresses just like the Goth kids as per their demand. When he reaches back to them, they ask him to break society's rules so that they will consider him as one of them. For this task, he has to go to the parents' meeting and display a signboard. But all of this is of no use as nobody cares about it. Every parent is concerned about the school and other unusual activities going on in the town. However, after making many efforts, the new kid completes his quest and reaches back to the Kingdom of Kupa Keep. Everyone is happy to see him back, and in honor of his services, the Grand Wizard grants him the title of Commander Douchebag. But soon they realize that they have to fight. For this, they go to South Park Elementary School, where they saw that everyone is already sick. When they ask the hallway monitor about all of this, he tells them that last night something green gooey material comes and it changes everything and every being around. But at the same time, Douchebag has to pick a side between Cartman and Kyle. The new kid seems to be confused, but as the fight starts between the Douchebag and the Grand Wizard, they get to know that none of them has taken the Stick of Truth. They soon discover that the warrior Clyde has taken the Stick of Truth. He threatens them that soon he will raise an army of dead with the help of green material that comes from the sky. They all reach his home so that they can talk to him, but it seems that it's already too late. But soon all this stops as their parents come and tell them it is time to go to the bed. When Douchebag reaches back home, his parents seem excited about the new taco shop that is opening in their town, but the hidden reality is quite different from it. As Douchebag gets in his bed, his mom came and greets him for the night. He is about to sleep when he heard the unusual sound. They are underpants gnomes. At first, he tries to fight with them, but they said he must be of their size to fight. So Douchebag becomes smaller in size and kills them all. After this, due to his small size, he went to his parents' room without being noticed. They look worried for him because he has some kind of gift due to which some special people are behind him. The next day, everything seems quite normal, and his mom and dad again encourage him to make some more friends. As Douchebag comes out from his house, someone calls him for an urgent meeting in the forest. In this meeting, King Kyle suggests that they should join their powers so that they can defeat the army of darkness. For this, they also recruited many girls into their army. After preparing for the fight, they attack them, but now the problem is the green gooey material. It transforms everyone and brings havoc. But Douchebag fights against it with bravery. Due to this, he becomes the King Douchebag. As they are celebrating, an army reaches there. They are looking for Douchebag. According to them, he is someone else named Dalakin. They say that he has some unique powers that might help them to fight against the aliens. They have to capture him before their enemies do it. They also have orders from the president to contain this child with unusual powers. According to them, he has the power to make a lot of friends in no time. But as the officer has the stick of truth, he becomes confident that he can control the whole universe. He offers Dalakin to join him so that they can rule the whole world. But instead of him, Princess Kenny joins him. It is because she is the actual heir of the stick of truth, as her parents are from opposite clans and sacrifice themselves in the name of love. As they are fighting, suddenly a white light spreads across the whole town and all becomes normal again. In the end, they throw away the stick of truth and become friends again. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, then please consider liking our video and subscribing to our channel. We will see you in the next one.